What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it?
We live, folks.
What time is it? Let's go. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. And let's go. And let's go.
When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready.
Alright, I had to let Ray Lewis get me in the mood today because we got a lot to talk
We're
about.
talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to go
Say
in with
what?
chin straps.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them.
He's a man. They can be hit just like
Alright,
that.
thank
He's a
you,
man.
Ray. Thank you for getting me in that mindset. Alright, I want to welcome everybody. From the shootouts to the blowouts and all games in between, I want to welcome y'all to Point Game.
Point game, baby.
Hey. This was a crazy weekend, and I couldn't wait to get up here today because we got a lot to talk about. It's time to get our notepads out, pen and papers, get your calculators, get your computers, get your iPads, get your laptops. If I said laptops, get them again because it is time to get in for what went on this weekend. First of all, guys, I'm excited, but I wanted to. How are y'all weekend? Let's get it. Let me calm down. Sorry, folks, for being a little bit, too enthusiastic right off the top. I got plenty of time to get in game mode. But for right now, how y'all weekends, fellas? Who want to go first?
I'll go first. I had a great weekend. I ate some great food. Ate tacos Saturday. Soft and hard shell tacos. They were good. We had a lot of good sports, football and baseball. Sorry about your Astros, Kelly. And there's some good games. Hey, that black Mexican killed you.
Boy, Garcia,
Man,
I tell you,
Great weekend.
man.
I tell you, boy.
Boy. Don't, not to really talk about, I know it's a football, but those Texas Rangers is hitting the ball, buddy. Good gracious sake.
This is a sports cast, because we're going to get into all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to say, them boys are hitting that ball. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, it was fun to see.
Yes, sir.
Well, my weekend, like always, felt like it went by way too fast. You close your eyes on Friday night, you wake up, it feel like Monday morning. But other than that, it felt good. Now, I want to reiterate something that I mentioned a couple podcasts ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a great time to be a sports fan. I mean, like I said last week, and I just want to reiterate all of that. Like I said last week, we have so many leagues going on right now. I mean, I'm gonna give it up for NASCAR. I mean, they got one more race to crown the champion. We got NHL, the National Hockey League. They in full flex. We got NBA. Their season opener, if I'm not mistaken, is tonight.
For a couple. I think it's only what 14
playing
Well, I
right
mean,
now.
that's what I'm saying. You got the Lakers is playing. My boys Golden State playing. So I mean, we playing Kevin Durant and them tonight. I forgot who the Lakers are playing though.
Denver Nuggets.
Yeah,
So we got some
champions.
smokers. We got some smokers coming on. We got some smokers. So then of course we already got the national. Tonight we're gonna see who's going to the World Series tonight. Like they already said, my boys got beat by the Texas Rangers. And matter of fact, I'm gonna say it right now. We got beat by Garcia. Garcia, hands down.
I Only hit about 700 runs in the series. I know he hit two in one night.
He hit two last night. He hit two the night before.
He hit five.
Well, he struck out. He struck out one night like every single time, but he still hurt us he still hurt us.
And you know what makes them so good? They winning on the road where it's counts at. That's why they win. They lost two home or three home, but they winning on the road.
They lost three in a row home. I would have bet again. I would have lost my house. I would have bet my house that we would have won at least one of them games at home. You're gonna find out we've been a better road team this year anyway. We won more games on the road than what we won at home.
Yeah, pitching keeps you
we got a losing record, and I don't recall not one of my pitchers, maybe one, actually went more than 6 innings. Starting pitchers went 6 innings in the game. They was only getting about.
You used 8 pitchers last night.
If y'all quit hitting people and want to fight people, you'll be all right.
They went through 8 pitchers last night.
Yeah, they scored 11 runs, quick, fast, quick.
Well,
no, the other night they scored 9 runs, fast, quick, in a hurry, and ending in half.
What got me, I was 5 minutes late turning the game on last night, and when I turned that game on, it was the top of the first. We were already down by 3. By 3. Top of the first.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so Jay, how you doing today? I got everybody weekend but yours. How was your weekend?
Busy. I was gone from Friday to Sunday. Felt like I barely watched games, but had a good weekend.
You miss some smokers, cause buddy, we got a lot to talk about tonight, and I'm ready to get it. I'm ready to get it in. Now I can go first, or anybody can go first. We're gonna go with the game of the week. Who got it? Who won it? Who wanted to lead it off?
I'll lead it. My game of the week was the game last night. Minnesota Vikings and the 49ers. And I'm not just saying that because the 49ers lost, but it's more so because the Vikings, they started off slow this season. They won 3 of the last 4 games. They won 22-17. And also, along with my game of the week, I'm giving Kirk Cousins the player of the week for putting up 378 yards, 2 touchdowns with a QBR rating of 107.2. He was 35 for 45 through 2 touchdowns, and he spread the ball around. A lot of people thought that they were going to be in trouble without Justin Jefferson, but a lot of times I've seen it in the past or whatever, when you lose your number 1 receiver, the pressure of trying to get your number 1 receiver the ball falls out of your mind. He spread that ball around. Jordan Addison had 7 receptions for 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. TJ Hawkinson, 11 receptions for 86 yards. And the defense came through Cam Bynum and gave him 2 interceptions. A lot of people, 49er fans, going to want to say, we didn't have Deebo Samuel. But, hey, you had Brock Purdy, who's an MVP candidate. You had Christian McCaffrey. He got held 15 carries for 45 yards. You had George Kittles, one of the best tight ends in the game. And you had Brandon Ayuk, however you pronounce his name. They got shut down. Oh, no excuse.
And McCaffrey just lost his 2nd fumble in 2 weeks.
Yes,
he hadn't fumbled the ball in a year or 2, a couple years, if I'm not mistaken.
That man's strong too.
Yes, Lord.
Real strong.
Fast too. I seen him hit the hole, but it don't matter. They got drugged. Who want to go next? Because I got something to talk about. So I'm gonna let y'all get y'all stuff off.
You ain't stuck playing the game. I ain't worried about it.
I go next. My game was out Philly in Miami. You know, I gave that was my game of the week. Philly started out pretty good, then they hit a bump in the road when they threw an interception in the red zone, but they started turning up. They turned up when they had the key to offense, and after they had their key and turned that switch, it was a done deal.
Oh yeah, it definitely.
Them boys started dominating on both sides of the ball, and Jalen Hurts looked like a superstar standing in the pocket taking hits. So that was definitely my game of the week. My player of the week, I get Lamar Jackson. He went for 350.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it.
That man woke up last week, buddy.
Yeah, he went for 357.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, Antonio, what about you?
Man, I ain't got too much. What I don't get is, I'm a Raiders fan through and through, but I'm not understanding. Every time we play a backup, but you know how with some backups, you ain't got no tape or nothing on them, so, that's the obvious. But we ain't beat a backup that come in off the streets in 2 years. We let Dan go and Baker Mayfield come from the school parking lot come in there and beat us. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Every time we play Chicago, we lose. Our team just sorry. I'm about to jump on somebody else's bandwagon in a minute.
Well,
Come on to the Cowboys.
I said I'm gonna jump on somebody. They won't be. Yeah, we got drugged. I didn't want to say it.
You got drugged. You got drugged. So let's not cuting that up.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, I'm here.
Then it don't make it. It don't make it no better now. Detroit Lions got drugged, and we played them Monday night.
Yeah, Detroit.
Hey, like I said, hey, look, let's not kill all the topics right at the start of the show.
Sorry, but yeah.
All right. Well, I'm about to shock y'all. My game of the week, I would say it was the Browns against the Colts. I mean, I don't have any stats. I watched the game. I was just so mesmerized. I didn't have time I didn't take notes on it. I didn't do anything on it. The Browns, go back and go to YouTube and just Google NFL highlights. Go watch the Browns and the Colts. The Browns still have they had a backup quarterback because their starting quarterback, he went out with a concussion. I mean, it was a high scoring game. I mean, it was just a good game. I mean, it went down to the last couple seconds. That's how good that game was.
Yeah, 39-38.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that was a high scoring shootout. And my player of the week, of course, I'm gonna go ahead and get all my player of the week and everything out of the way. My player of the week was Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes went 32 for 42 with 4 touchdowns. And I didn't even write how many yards he had, but if they wouldn't have put the handcuffs on, he would have had 600.
And he
had 300 and some yards at the beginning, before halftime.
And
go ahead.
Something? Ain't nobody talking about Kansas City like they have in the past. They just quietly beating people too.
Well, because this was probably the first game that we scored over 20 all year. And I think we scored 31. We scored 31. We haven't been this was our first signature game. Yes, we've been winning, but this meant our first signature game. And I also got to give a shout out to Travis Kelce. He had 12 catches for 179 yards.
You better get a shout out to Taylor Swift.
But I want to talk about the Mr. Difference Maker, which he's already been alluded to in the podcast, which Jay alluded to him, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, like he said, went 21 for 27 for 357 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's my difference maker, and you will see that when it comes to my top 5. I mean, he's earned his spot in there, and I mentioned it 2 or 3 podcasts ago that, they go by how he go, and he's the difference maker. And he's the one that's going to get his team in top shape, and he is rounded in the top shape. So, with that being said, let's pivot now, guys. Let's take a deep dive I really want to examine the Dolphins. Now, I got a couple statistics. The Dolphins, we put them on the first train smoking to the Super Bowl. But I did a little research on them guys. Do we realize the teams that they beat was Chargers, which is 2-4, Patriots, which at the time they was 1-5, the Broncos, which is 2-5, and the Panthers, which is 0-6. So do you realize the teams that they actually blew out, scoring 70 points on, scoring 50-something points on, and making them look like the 4x4 team for the next Olympics in 2024? They 6-20. So let's just really sit back. I want us to think about this. If the teams that they played combined records is 6-20, are they really playing anybody? And the two teams that they lost to are the Bills and the Eagles. Both have winning records. So it's looking like to me that the teams that has winning records, the Dolphins cannot beat. The teams that they have losing records, they will run them off the field. That's what it's looking like to me.
I think the
Eagles. I mean, the Bills actually put the blueprint on how to slow those receivers down, how to slow their offense down, and how to shut the running game down. And it looked very eerie, but it looked like the Eagles took that blueprint and they use it perfectly. The Eagles only had, I don't want to lie, they had 45 complete rushing yards. Not the Eagles, I'm sorry. Miami only had 45 rushing yards in a complete game. And the game is what, 60 minutes? So in a 60-minute game, they had 45 rushing yards. They only had 12 first downs. We are talking about Miami. 12 first downs. They had 48 total plays, and time of possession was 23 minutes and 17 seconds. With that being said, the Eagles was 4 for 4 on 4 downs. They had 68 total plays, and they had 13 minutes extra time in ball possession. So let's really talk about this thing. I really want us to talk about this thing. Who got something to add?
Hey, Joe, you want to go ahead for me or Smoke?
Yeah, they also had, and I don't understand this. This is the first time I've seen it in a while, though. They also had 10 penalties, and Philadelphia didn't have nothing.
No, that's me. Let me handle that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know that front four of the Eagles, is different. When you get pressure like they get, you can drop back 7, and it changed the whole dynamic of a game up too.
You hit the nail on the head, because that's what beat them. That defense.
That's what Bills did. Bills did the same thing. Blueprint, baby.
I think that was a fluke, though. The Bills ain't done nothing after that game. They lost 2 games. But
now. The Bills still got to win the record. We 4-3.
Maybe so, but you lost
Hold on, wait, whoa. See, we're going to bring the Bills in this. Let's see if we're going to bring the Bills in this.
No, we'll talk about it in a minute.
No, I'm making my point now since you brought them up. Since we're going to bring the Bills in this, we 4-3. And the teams that has a better record than us, how many of them have buys? Really?
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
you're right.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit,
so let's not get too out of control. But we did. We did.
That's what I'm telling you. That's why I said it was a fluke. 2 games in a row. Well, 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row.
I want to hear what Mitch got to say.
Yeah, go ahead, Mitch.
Okay. When you get a chance, check this out. There's only been 3 times in the history of the NFL that a team went the entire game without a penalty being called against them. The doggone, this is the first time in NFL history that one team had double-digit penalties and another team not one penalty. I wish that I had some type of screen where I could pull up the plays. First drive of that game, the Dolphins stopped them jokers, a roughing the passer from where my man pushed Hurts down, kept that drive alive, and the Eagles ended up scoring off of a roughing the passer. Then they turned around and took a touchdown away from Tyreek Hill on a holding penalty where the ball was through. The holding was on the other side of the line. If the holding don't got nothing to do with the play, they got to stop that, man. I could see if he held him and it stopped him from sacking the quarterback, but it didn't have nothing to do with the play. Tyreek Hill was in the end zone with the touchdown. They took the touchdown away. You turn around, it was too many penalties, and the penalties came in crucial situations that well, don't get me wrong, I think the Eagles played a better game, but I just hate the fact that it was so many penalties. Man, Kelly, just think about you watching a basketball game and one team get 25 free throws and the other team don't commit a foul the entire game. That's basically what happened to the Eagles. Don't get me wrong, they lost the game, but the officials fucked that game up a lot too, to where I wanted to see them boys play. It was a lot of penalties called that should have been called, man.
Okay, and on the flip side, rules are rules. No matter if you hold somebody or not. So if he got held and that touchdown would come back, hey, he shouldn't have been holding. Secondly, we talked about Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill dropped a touchdown.
That's another thing.
Kick the own ball out of his own hands.
That's what I'm talking about. That don't happen. That's why I say, man, he catch that ball to score 17-17 right then. Dolphins go up. And then you got Jalen Hurts. We talked about injuries last week. He's a lockdown defender, one of the best corners in the game. He's not there. He's supposed to be back in a couple of weeks. I want to see what these teams look like when these people get healthy, man. It's a lot of injuries, man.
Yeah.
You saying what Tyreek Hill did, man. He burnt the cornerback and the safety on a 25-yard route. How in the world that boy 25-yard route, he gonna burn the safety and the corner, man?
The safety and the corner. He burnt both of them by about 5.
It was a 20-yard route.
And they ran them off the field 31-17. I don't care how fast you are. If you can't score it, let's just be for real now. You ain't telling me nothing. I'm gonna put this in perspective for everybody. The games of the week, well, we all are in different networks, so I can't say everybody's seen these games. But Chargers and the Chiefs, that game was 31-17. And the Dolphins and the Eagles, same thing, 31-17. But my point is, if you looked at the Chargers and the Chiefs 31-17, that was a close game. That game didn't even get out of hand. It was a nail biter up until the middle of the fourth quarter. But when you look at the Eagles and the Dolphins game, same score, game wasn't even close. They was dominated all over the field. Defensively, offensively, special teams, they nullified all of that super speed that the running back that's running a 4.2 740. He ended up with everybody else. That's including Tua. That's including the backup running back. That's including everybody. 45 yards rushing. Tua didn't have over 300 yards passing.
Hey, it's hard, man, when the call's going one way.
Yeah, it's real hard. It's been good.
They had 10 penalties.
Yeah, 10 penalties. Yards. Yeah, that takes away from a whole lot right now.
That takes away from a whole lot.
That's a good point. Philly won the game.
Yeah, they won.
The game. And in my opinion, I feel like if the penalties was closer, I believe Philly still would have won. But it still don't negate the fact that 10 versus 0, Mitch, that was a good point.
Yeah.
And look at it, Phil. You said 10 penalties versus 0. That's suspect.
And I look at that. I look at that as being disciplined, one disciplined team and one undisciplined team.
Ain't no team ever played that discipline.
Nah.
Hey,
We
Kelly,
jump off sides to get a penalty on purpose. Come on.
And
when
majority.
you get the chance, it's about 3 or 4 people on YouTube that's Miami Dolphins fans that got Miami got cheated for their thumbnail. Please, they got all of them broke down where Tyreek is getting held. The times where the face mask right in front of the
Man, that was a quick man. Hold up now. That face mask was quick. That was quick. It was that you can't. That was
got face mask on the sideline. I seen that play.
That was in game play. Now I'm gonna tell you the one that you got. I'm gonna tell you the one that you got an issue with.
Face mask, you can't.
I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you it's 2 that I feel like that could be issues. The one where the inside linebacker rushed and he got held wrapped around his helmet, his shoulder pads, and the linebacker, and the offensive line even had to buy the jersey too. That was one. And then the Jalen Hurts one was one too. But you got to think we're in a quarterback protecting league. He still, once he threw that ball, that man still ran 2 steps and then pushed and extended the elbows. But I do think that was a soft. I think that was soft. So it was 2. Now I'm not giving that face mask because yes, we seen it when we slowed it down. But you got to think that umpire running on the sideline, trying to keep up with that receiver, plus trying to make the play as well.
He wasn't running. He was already standing there.
And with that being said, it wasn't like he held that thing in. If anything, it was so fast, it could have been a hands to the face type penalty or something like that. It ain't like it was a blatant grab.
All I'm saying is for a team at that point, we in the 3rd quarter. The Miami Dolphins, the Eagles ain't got not one penalty. Kelly, a whole football game and not one flag being thrown.
And majority of the penalties average 10 yards.
10 of them, 100 plus yards penalty.
Yeah, 10 yards for penalty.
Them jokers better be more disciplined. They should have got the slot ran out of them and should have got some money taken away from them for being so undisciplined. You ain't gonna be able to beat a great team with that many penalties. Let's say hold on now. I'm gonna give the Eagles 1 penalty. Matter of fact, I'll still give them 2. I'll give them the hands to the face because I seen that one. And I will give them the holding. That's still 2 penalties that whole entire game. And then if you take away the hands, if you take away the one where he pushed it, that's still 9 penalties. And I'll give you 2 more. The ones that you notated. You notated 3 for me that I know of. That's still 2 that's 2 penalties to 7. That's still an undisciplined team. It still is. And that still don't negate the fact that they still haven't beat a team with a winning record.
Hey,
or a decent defense. If you got corners that decent corners or Pro Bowl corners, they'll slow that offense down. And if you got a lineman that's gonna get my man off his spot and make him go to the left or the right, that's a different team. That's a different offense. That's a different whole team.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention too. Waddle out the whole half the first, the second, and third quarter or whatever. So that's another weapon that we're missing from that game. But carry on.
You act like that's your team. Did you swap them for Dallas?
No, Dallas still my team, but man, I'm trying to tell you, man, keep that same energy week 15, 16.
I am because by then I don't know who they. Let me see. Do they even play? Oh, they gotta give me this weekend. They gotta give me this weekend.
Who have Buffalo beat? Who have the Chiefs beat? Since we talking about teams that people beat, the Chiefs ain't played
Yeah.
nobody with no winning record.
Yeah, you're right. They haven't.
They
Except
played that
for
one
Detroit.
team with them.
Detroit, but they lost to them. So
And Detroit beat them.
that's the only one.
It's the same with it. And hey,
Yeah.
I got the Chiefs as number one. They my top,
I do
my
too.
top five.
Let's go ahead and get to the top 5. Matter of fact, let me see. Let's go ahead and get to the top 5. I'm ready for it. Y'all ready for it? Let's get to it.
Let's get it.
Okay. So top 5. I'll go first because my top 5 been completely shooken up. A couple teams have dropped out of my top 5. So with that being said, with no longer ado, I got the Chiefs as the official number 1. Eagles is second out of my top 5. Ravens is third. Now I'm about to mix it up. I'm coming with the Jaguars as number 4. They the best out of all the 2 lost teams. They are the best. And then I have the Bills as number 5. Because like I said, if they have had a bye week, they'll be sitting at 4-2, just like some of the other teams sitting at 4-2. I got the Bills at number 5. That is my top 5.
Who next?
Whoever won it, I don't say it mine.
I'll go next or whatever. See, like we know this gonna change, and I'm focusing more on healthy teams or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I got the Chiefs number 1. They ain't got nobody missing from their lineup. Their defense is looking good. Like I said earlier, I want to see them play some stiffer competition. But the Chiefs is the most consistent right now. I put them at 1. I got the Ravens too right now. It's scary because Lamar Jackson. They act like that boy can't do nothing but run. That boy starting to look like a pocket passer.
Yes,
He
sir.
really sitting in that pocket and going through his progressions and ain't thinking about running. He ain't even thinking about running. Now that's what's scaring me about him. You got that man running that can run like that, and this man just sitting back and just going through his progressions. The NFL might be in trouble. So I got the Ravens too. As bad as I hate the Eagles. With their winning record and that brotherly shove that's unstoppable right now, I got to go with the Eagles on third. I like that with Jay Ramsey is supposed to be back next week. He's a lockdown defender. I got the Dolphins 4. And 5, I ain't had my Cowboys in the top 5 since week 1. I like where we sitting at right now, and I like our schedule. I like the Cowboys 5. 49ers in Detroit, y'all gone. Y'all back.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yours almost sounded almost like mine.
Oh yeah.
You know, I followed that up. I had the Chiefs, Eagles, Ravens, Miami, and them boys.
Yes, Lord.
Yours were closer to mine. But I got the Bills. I got the Jags and the Bills. All right.
Yeah.
You got the Jags where?
I think
number 6.
I think about probably 6 right there with the Buffalo.
Yeah, Jags is right there.
Yeah, they right there. And then I like their schedule. I like their remaining schedule look good for the Jags.
Jags in the hood. And don't get me wrong, the Lions, Detroit's still in there too. Detroit.
Yeah, they are.
They still right there. But
I got a question. I got a question for y'all Dallas Cowboy fans.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all nervous about next weekend?
No.
And if they lose, will they still be in y'all top 5?
Who they playing?
The Rams.
No, I'm not nervous.
Nah, I wouldn't be either. I ain't even a Cowboy fan.
They just got beat by the Steelers. The Steelers ain't. Yeah, I ain't.
Do you know the Steelers went? They lost their first 2 and won they last 4. They won. They are on. They are on a roll right now.
They barely winning, but I guess a win is a win.
They shouldn't have.
They in the top 10. They in the top 10 in the power ranking.
Yeah.
I got them 11.
Just couldn't put them in the top 10. I got you.
Yeah, but it got to be a sleeper team out there somewhere. Like is it Jacksonville or is it, you know what I'm saying?
It's the Jags. That's why I got them as 4.
Yeah,
That's why I got them at 4.
Yeah, it got to be a
Cleveland
sleeper
a sleeper team too, though.
And the Jags play the Steelers next weekend.
The Jaguars got the easiest schedule from here on.
Yep.
out. That's why the Jags gonna make some noise.
Well, that's good to know. AJ, you got your top 5? Who you got?
Yeah, well, I ain't a Chief fan, but they're the best team playing right now. I'm gonna go to Chiefs. I'm gonna probably go with I'm gonna have to move the Eagles back up 2. Put the Ravens at 3. I like the way Detroit playing, even though they just lost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put Detroit at 4, and I'm still up in the air at 5. I'm gonna put the 49ers. I'm gonna put 49ers up there. Yeah, I'm gonna put the 49ers up there. Maybe they'll get it. Yeah, I don't trust them either, but maybe
they
they'll
lost
get
2 in a
together.
row, and they quarterback looking. Their quarterback looking very pedestrian right now.
Y'all called and checked on my brother.
I'm glad you said that.
I ain't talked to him since I talked to him like Friday. I ain't talked to him this weekend.
He was in good spirit. I was messing with him during the game. I was like, boy, I don't know, boy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a bad feeling when you mess with a man during the game.
Yeah, I might hit the check on him. He might need a hug right now. He might need a hug from a man, though.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's a bad feeling when you looking like you were the best team in the NFL, and 2 weeks later you're looking like you in the bottom half now.
I ain't lying. That joke got beat by the Doo-Doo Browns and the who they get beat by in the doggone Vikings.
I just seen. I know a kicker just got fired today. I don't know what team it was on, but I know a kicker just got fired today.
Oh yeah, how about the Eagles went and got that cornerback from the?
Yes, sir. That safety got that safety.
Oh my God,
the safety from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep,
sorry, guys. sorry, Dallas.
They definitely went and got that safety. He needed to get out of Tennessee anyway.
Well, look, is it me or did I hear that y'all are in Tulsa trying to get Derrick Henry, or am I tripping?
I hope so.
I heard that. Now I don't know how true that is, but somebody called me because they wanted my insight on it, because they know I be paying attention to a lot of sports, and they asked me, "Hey, so did the Cowboys get Derrick Henry?" I said, well, if anybody knows, it's gonna be them Dallas fans, my Dallas co-hosts. So it must not be true because y'all ain't heard nothing about it.
I heard some talk about it, but I mean, I don't know how true it is. I know he ain't happy out there. So
Well, you got what? You have I think 1 or 2 more weeks before the trade deadline ends or something.
Nah, the trade deadline the 31st.
Of this week?
The 31st.
But you got a week then. Got a week.
I'd love to get Derrick Henry and me a little cornerback.
Yeah.
I'd love to get that Honey Badger boy wherever he at.
He ain't with us no more. I feel like he might be, and I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this, but I feel like he could be with, I want to say the Bears, but I could be wrong.
I love that.
He went some random team now. I think it might be the Bears.
Yeah, I need somebody to replace Diggs.
I don't even know how to spell it.
I need a whole team. Need a whole ownership out there in Vegas.
What we got? What time is it now for our picks?
It is time for, we can go with that.
I ain't going against my squads I normally pick no more. I'll tell you that one.
Who won?
Team that I normally pick won.
Junior, we actually came in a 3-way tie this week. This was Junior first weekend winning, And of course, me and you been winning. This will be your third weekend winning. And this will be my sixth weekend winning. So it's on y'all. The first game we have will be the Bills against the Bucks.
Give me the Bills.
All right, one at a time, guys. I think Joe, you said the Bucks.
No, I
right?
didn't. I said no Bucks. I said what you said. I said the Bills and the Bucks. Huh? That's a hard game to pick right there.
That ain't no hard game. I'm going with the Bills and then nobody know.
I tell you what, boy, we was in college playing college football. A lot of these teams be out in the top 25. I mean, it's definitely hard to pick these jokers. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Bills on this.
Me too. They lose this one. I won't go against them. No, I won't pick them no more. I won't care if they playing the Giants.
What about you? Tony, AJ?
I'm going with oh shoot. I guess it really don't matter, but it does. I'm gonna go with the Bills. I just don't trust the Bills. They can't even beat them. Man, I'm gonna go with the Bills. I'm gonna go with the Bills.
All right. The next game is Jets against the Giants. I'm going with the Jets.
They killing him too.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. All right. Junior, AJ, what y'all got?
I'm gonna go with the Jets. That dang there, boy. I'm gonna go with the Jets.
Rolling with the Jets.
All right. Okay, we got the Jags against the Steelers. I'm going Jags. I got them in my top 5. I got to go with them.
Me too.
3.
All right. Who you got, Tony? AJ, you still there or no?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jags.
All right. Okay, Eagles against the Commanders. Eagles, they're in my top 5.
All day.
Eagles.
With the Commanders, fool all our asses. You know how we play in our division.
They ain't gonna fool me with the Eagles, they ain't.
Yeah,
They not supposed to beat them the first time.
It might not be a whole lot of points. It probably won't be no high score. I'm gonna go with the Eagles anyway. So,
all right,
come out on 5, trying to hurt somebody. I already know it.
We got the Cowboys against the Rams.
Cowboys.
What a game at? Is it in Dallas?
I wouldn't.
I got Rams written first, so I'm thinking it's probably against. I'm thinking it's in the Rams, LA. I'm thinking wherever the Rams play it now. Unless that, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Don't give me the line because I got the Rams first and then with the Cowboys. So if they put the home team first, that means it's probably Rams at Cowboys. I mean, I don't know.
I guess it don't matter. I'm gonna pick the Cowboys. I'm gonna go with Dallas anyway.
Good pick.
I'm going with the Rams just cause.
You tripping.
I ain't never picked the Cowboys. I ain't starting today.
Okay.
Keep that same energy.
I got the Vikings against the Packers.
Vikings.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Vikings as well.
I'm gonna go with old Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, Killer Kirk.
Hey, cause that joker put on some. That joker did his thing last night.
I mean, he always has.
Been doing thing all year.
Yeah, it's just the defense. Yeah, the defense killer.
I mean, that joker put on some numbers.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, man.
I got the Vikings against the Titans.
I got what Anthony Richardson would do.
I'm going with the Titans. I'm going with the Falcons because they actually got to win the record.
Yeah, and I went against them last week. I'd have won it all the way out right.
Yeah, going with the
Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
Falcons, too.
I'm gonna go with cause that running back here, that Benji Robinson, whatever his name is, he all right. I'm gonna go with the Falcons too.
What's up? That boy tough.
All right, I got the Patriots against the Dolphins. I'm going with the Dolphins.
You can't go. It's hard to bet against Bill Belichick. He gonna have to figure out a game. But I'm gonna go with Miami because they probably mad.
Most definitely, man. They got to get some get back on somebody.
Yes, sir.
Don't be them Patriots. Don't be them Patriots.
All right, I got the Saints versus the Colts.
Saints.
I'm going with the Colts.
I'm gonna go with the Saints.
Give me the Saints.
Gotcha. Who you got, Jay?
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Saints.
Oh, okay. The Saints ain't been winning though.
Yeah, Derek Carr ain't the Saints one here. He ain't been the same.
And the Colts lost by winning a shootout with Gardner Minshew at the helm.
Gardner ain't a bad player. He ain't a bad backup.
All right, I got the Texans versus the Panthers. I'm going with the Texans.
Yeah, I'm going with CJ Stroud.
Me
What
too.
you got, Jay? Everybody Texans.
The team with 3 wins.
All right, I got the Browns against the Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks. I don't know if the Browns hot.
Deshaun Watson still hurt. He's gonna play this week. I wonder.
Well, he just went in concussion protocol. He actually started last weekend, but the way he got sacked and the way he landed. But I'm gonna tell you, man, that young boy, that practice squad boy coming in, he throwing that ball, man.
Yeah,
He ain't bad.
I'm going with the Browns.
I just got to go to the Seahawks because they in the power rankings they rank like 7. They up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks too.
Boy, that defense, the Browns, boy, them boys.
Miles Garrett, a man by himself.
Yes, Lord.
Who you got, Jay?
Brown.
All right, so that's gonna be one. That's gonna be one that one of the defining games. Oh well, the 49ers gonna lose 3 straight. Bengals against the 49ers. I'm going with the Bengals.
You tripping.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna lose no 3 straight.
I'm going with the 49ers. Give me the 49ers.
Yeah, I'm going with them Niners too.
Yep, going with the Niners.
What?
Just be our luck. Jamar Chase might have 200 yards.
Hey, we had an off week. We had a bye. We had y'all picks are in, but we had 2 weeks to prepare for them. Just to let y'all know. Chiefs against the Broncos. Chiefs, of course, for me.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
I picked the Chiefs without Mahomes in the game.
Yeah, me too.
Next, we got Ravens against the Cardinals. I'm going Ravens.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. B-Mo.
All right, we got the Bears against the Chargers. Keeping in mind, Bears scored 30 points last weekend.
Who they play?
They played the Raiders.
My point is that.
Chargers.
Is that?
I'm going
with
with the Chargers.
Everybody going Chargers?
Yeah.
No, I'm going Bears.
All right. Let me get it straight. Bears. All right, and then we have our Monday night game. Our Monday night game is Raiders against the Lions. I'm going with the Lions.
Hey, what a shame, Bill.
Hey, that's your team. You gonna pick against your team?
Yeah, but you got money on the line. But if I was at a sports book, I was gonna bet against. I'm gonna bet with them just because it's my team. I got to ride with them, win or lose. So I'm gonna go with the Raiders anyway.
All right. Well, we got a couple games this weekend that can actually get a outright winner. I picked against y'all 3 times. Tony, you picked against the group once. Junior, you picked the group against the group once. And Mitchell, you got one split against the group. That's the Browns and the Seahawks. So technically, if I lose more than one game, I'm out of the running. And because y'all pretty much was lock in step for the most part, the Seahawks and the Browns pretty much will show who wins if I lose more than one game. So the game to watch is going to be the Seahawks and the Browns for the most part. Because everybody was lock in step on most of the games except for Tony with the Raiders, Junior with the Bears, me with the Bengals, me with the Colts, me with the Cowboys against the Raiders. So it'll be pretty much one game. If I get on a losing streak, if I win 2 of these games and pick against y'all, I automatically win. So if Cowboys lose and if the Cowboys lose and the Colts win, I ain't got to look at the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
Hey, Kelly, the Bengals. Go ahead.
I'm about to say I can't wait to hear your picks for week after next, because you got a tough one. You know both your teams face head up.
No, they don't. So you mean the Bengals and the Chiefs play against each other?
The Bengals in Buffalo.
Daggone.
November 5th. I can't wait to see who you pick.
And both of them. Well, I'm going with who takes the winning streak into the game. I'm already let you know. I'm going with either the best record or who got the winning streak. So if they both win this weekend, and then I'm going on best record. If one of them lose this weekend, I'm gonna be mad with them because that's gonna hurt me.
Yeah,
all
Buffalo
right.
got to go to Cincinnati. It's gonna be in Cincinnati.
And they both need a win. God dang it, boy, that hurt. That's hard.
It's the 8 o'clock game too. It's the Sunday night game.
So I know our little chat group gonna be going. Y'all gonna be dogging me out either way. Whoever win and whoever I'll be getting dogged out. Well, we have came to that part of the show. The part of the show is the winner of the picks this week. We came in a triple way tie. So I'm going with get your ish off. Whoever won it, they can take it. I'm gonna sit out this week because I think I made my point with the Dolphins.
Okay, I'm gonna get my ish off first, man. I'm getting tired of everybody disrespecting my Dallas Cowboys or whatever because of a couple fluke losses. First of all, the loss to the Cardinals. Hey, that was on us, but I don't like the fact there was a whole lot of penalties that killed us that game or whatever. And that, a lot of, miscues at the end of that game cost us that loss or whatever. But look, our Cowboys, we right there in the mix or whatever. I like where we at. I like my chances against the Eagles if we come to play or whatever. My defense come to play or whatever. And if Dak don't throw no interceptions, he keep protecting the ball, keeping my defense off the field, doing what he's supposed to do. I like where my Dallas Cowboys is right now, and I like the fact that the Eagles, they got to show me something, man, because they ain't all people trying to make them out to be or whatever. They got a rough schedule. They got a tough schedule. This gonna let me know what the Eagles really are. I like the move that they made bringing in. I can't think of my man's name now. That was a major move that they made today or whatever. So that just shows me that they feel like they gonna win this year or nothing. So they went all in. They took all their chips. They went all in. So like I said or whatever, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. Teams are starting to get healthy, but at the same time, teams or some of the teams that started off healthy, a lot of teams getting hurt. So the power ranking is going to change a lot or whatever. What the 49ers going to do without Deebo Samuel, because they've been crying about, no, we need him. A lot of teams is injured. A lot of teams is getting healthy. So I see the power rankings changing a lot. But all I wanted to say was watch out for my Cowboys or whatever.
All right, Jay, welcome to Get Your Ish Off, man. What you got?
All I'm gonna say is that as a defensive specialist, as I was, that the league is kicking up, and it's all about defense. If your team ain't got no good D, you ain't gonna win. I don't care how many points you put on the board. At the end of the day, that score 38, 39, or 29, 30. At the end, it's going to come down to who can get the last stop. So, my shout out to all the defenses across the league that's still grinding in the trenches. I like to see the big boys up front, the front four. I love to see that action. I like to see the linebackers play free, you know what I'm saying? And, keep it going. I like that.
All right. Now I'm going to do my final thought as well, because I did actually qualify for it. It's not football, it's basketball. Basketball is here. The regular season starts tonight. We got games playing as we speak and games coming on tonight. It's a great time to be a sports fan. And I want to thank y'all guys for being a part of the broadcast. I love y'all immensely. And y'all have a great, blessed week.
Love you too. Love y'all too, man.
Love you too, folks. Y'all be easy.
All right. We signing off.